Augustus, that was one of the wildest EuroLeague nights that we had this year. I mean, the night, Tuesday night, started from the 3 or 4 games concluding into basically a one possession game. And of course, everyone is talking about Mario Hezonja now, what happened to the guy shooting that ball with 9 seconds to play and with Real Madrid being up by 1 and with all the time in their hands to just close the game or wait for the foul. So let's start from that game. Real Madrid beating Hapoel, the best team in the EuroLeague so far.
Well, I think Mario Hezonja just pulled a J.R. Smith there. I mean, his brain froze. He misjudged the situation. That happens. They still got the W, so I think Mario will learn from that. It's all cool. And Sergio Llull was, I was watching Madrid's bench after they won the game. So they won the game, and everybody was like, what the hell just happened? Like,
that's not the body language you expect after winning against the top EuroLeague team, right?
This is from when Nemanja Nedovic hit a game winner against Partizan, and every guy in Stark Arena was like this. And that's the same celebration Real Madrid had after a victory, in
Botevgrad.
Yeah, I wanted to say against Hapoel, but
one of the wildest games of the EuroLeague round happened in Botevgrad, the city of 20,000 people in Bulgaria, and the gym was packed. That was crazy part. That was a nice part, though.
I don't think it's a big gym to fill.
Still, I was surprised. Anyways,
probably the whole city was watching the game,
and it was not just Sergio Llull. I saw the guys Campazzo as well. Campazzo, you should see his look when Mario actually took that shot. Campazzo just couldn't believe, and he was so scared, like from some bad Halloween prank. But the guys on the court side, sitting next to the coach's bench, they were laughing watching Sergio Llull's reaction, and when everyone started attacking Mario Hezonja. And again, we're talking about the game where they won against the top EuroLeague team at this dramatic fashion.
But it was just a wild shot. I mean, I think, I don't know what happened there because, we replayed that moment for a couple of times even before this. And you can see Mario is looking at that shot that his teammate takes. And you can see that the ball definitely hits the rim. So it automatically, you just need to hold the ball. But I think that little shot clock freeze, somehow made Mario Hezonja think there is like 3 seconds on that shot clock, and he needs to just shoot it from there.
Dan, you could explain it because that's why he was so quick. He didn't just take the ball and looked at the basket. No. Catching the ball, he knew that he has to take the shot because he thought that the time is running out.
He believed the system. He believed the shot clock. He didn't believe in what he saw.
Yeah.
He believed in the technique. In the technique.
Because the shot clock was frozen
instead of his eyes, because he definitely saw that ball hitting the rim. So that was a J.R. Smith moment, but with a good ending. So.
Yeah,
it's
to me,
good.
Another highlight of that ending was the way Real Madrid actually won the game. Once again, I mean, we're talking not just about stopping the best team in the EuroLeague. We're talking about the most efficient offense in the EuroLeague that we had, and to keep them to 74 points. I think to me it was huge, and actually they won the game through some defensive stops. In the last few minutes of the game, there were at least a couple of situations where Madrid makes a stop and then runs in transition, and they punished Hapoel a lot. And one of the guys that I loved watching the most in these crucial defensive stops was Gabriel Deck, and the way he was fighting for the rebounds. The one he basically was falling down on the floor, and if that didn't happen, I think that Elijah Bryant or somebody else was getting that offensive rebound in crucial possession. And even that offensive rebound that happened before Hezonja's mental collapse, that was Gabriel Deck just swatting away the ball from a situation where it felt like that Jonathan Motley is going to grab the ball. So Deck's effort to me was amazing, really.
I think, they played great defense. Hapoel tried to get Tavares on the switch. A couple of times it did not happen. I think Campazzo played great defense. We have to praise Mario Hezonja. He got that steal and got a 180 dunk in transition. That was just huge, picking pockets of Hapoel's guards. And I actually might know what was Hezonja thinking. You know?
Okay.
Look at this. Look at this explanation. Real Madrid had 8 offensive rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds, and 13 second chance points. That's almost perfect conversion, right? Hapoel had 4 rebounds offensive and only 4 points. Mario Hezonja just wanted to improve that stat. You know, second chance points, 4 versus 13. He just wanted to improve that, I guess. How is that for an
I
explanation?
just hope that I would rather go with the brain freeze rather than that.
I'm kidding, of course, but that was a crazy ending. And, I mean, it's all good. Shit happens.
Yeah.
You won the game, so everybody can laugh it off now. And I see Sergio Yui posting on the Twitter.
Oh, really?
Did you see that?
No.
He posted a screenshot of where he's like that, shouting at Mario, and he posted Mario, Mario, Mario. This the song of something like that. So
Knowing
all
what a
good.
trash talker Mario Hezonja in the locker room is, I think that this goes against him so bad
Yeah.
for the rest of the year, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm not calling him Super Mario anymore in the locker room. I'm just saying, what's up, J.R. Smith from this? What's up, JR? What's up, JR? And just, yeah.
Huge win for Real Madrid, but there were other couple of games. And speaking of these winning streaks that we have some in the EuroLeague, Fenerbahce just concluded the perfect month of November. They won 9 in a row, including the Turkish League and the EuroLeague.
Wow.
In the EuroLeague, they won 4 alone, and this one against Virtus was also dramatic, 2-point win. With some better ending, some better ball movement and shot that was made by Tarik Beberovic just to kill a few last seconds and to end the game.
Yeah.
But it was also, different type of drama. It was a drama for the rim in my eyes. I think they should change rims after that game because the shooting was really awful. Guys are taking open looks, good shots and just hitting the rim like crazy.
If you like offense, you should just watch.
You weren't watching this game. If you like offense, you were watching either Dubai Paris or some other game. The second half of Panathinaikos game.
If you like offense, you probably should just watch the last couple of minutes of this match. But it was actually interesting because the game was basically decided on both teams playing the same set play. And Fenerbahce twice got scores on the same play. Wade Baldwin is with the ball at the top. And Fenerbahce big is coming to set a Verjao screen, changing the angle at the last second. And that first time, that gets Wade Baldwin going to the right hand. He gets fouled, 2 free throws. The second time, he had to Virtus play better defense because they know what to expect. He gets fouled, makes again some free throws, I think. But and on the other side, Bologna just, with their long set plays, off-ball situations, they are coming off the same side. 2 guys, one is running, the other is running. Then Matt Morgan gets a couple of good shots there. But what happens after the timeout? In the most probably most important play there, Virtus needs to score. They run the same play, but Fenerbahce now switches on every screen. And Bologna does not have a guy where to pass it up, and Paiola gets called for an offensive foul. So that was a great little mix-up in terms of Fenerbahce's defense that actually helped them to win the game. And of course, the offensive rebounds. 2 offensive rebounds there because Virtus also switched in the couple of possessions and they were just bigger. Momo Diouf was somewhere around the 3-point line, and under the rim there was Meli, there was Bitim doing a good job. So
usually it was Meli, and I love Meli's stretch that he's having in this November. I think he's huge because, they were switching a lot in those game endings, not for the first time. And usually you see Meli. He's not necessarily the best perimeter defender. And just, again, the guy is 34 years old. It's the month of all these old guys.
You should have started from that. You mentioned the perimeter defense and then you mentioned the age.
And instead of Kim Birch, actually, you go with Nicola Meli. But he proved that he's the guy to trust. In the last few games, he's making a huge difference on the defensive end. And sometimes, you can beat the guy on the perimeter in the ISO situation, but either there is some good help coming to you and helping Nicola Meli, or Meli just because, his effort. I think Željko should put some Nicola Meli tapes to Partizan players in the locker room to show what's the actual effort is.
what I told about Partizan before, what they lack. Veterans that just know how to play. And,
grit and grind.
Meli is there, if he switches. Meli's job against Fenerbahce's rules is to take away the three-pointer. Like, do you play aggressive defense? Because what they do inside that you mentioned, they do the inside re-switch. Like, if you take away the free, you almost, a lot of times, you get beaten. But there is the guy that switched before that is coming off to help you in the paint. And that is a really tough, small spot where to pass. So that's a great defense just by Fener. And everybody's doing their job. So that's why it works.
And he was also contributing offensively, these offensive boards and just in general, very efficient play. So, man, Nikola Meli is a tough motherfucker, actually. And that helps to take Fener from that slump.
5 wins in November. I'm really interested to see what Fener does in December, because they won 4 games at home, 4 out of 5 at home in the EuroLeague.
They won technically at home in Germany in Munich.
Okay, but they won against what I wanted to say. They won against Asvel, Maccabi, Virtus, and Partizan.
Hapoel, I think, was
and Hapoel.
Yeah.
So that's 1 good win against great opponents, and 4 wins where Fener should win.
True.
In any case, and
who are they playing next?
That's exactly what I was going. Olympiacos away, Monaco away, Fener versus Pana. That's 3 games in a row.
Okay.
That's the real test to see how this team has evolved.
If the comeback is real, is going to be proven or denied in the next upcoming games.
They're playing two games away, so it's going to be tough. But yeah.
But what's the main difference do you see in Fener's game? So is it real or just a little bit fake?
I want to see how they do. But yeah, they're just executing way better, but it's not that much of inspiring. Even yesterday's win against Virtus, 66-64. It's not that convincing.
Yeah.
So I want to see them against good teams, and they're going to be playing away. So this is where you see the real level where you're at right now. But they're definitely playing better. So
they're gonna get tested, but I think that this November was huge for them to get some confidence because the start was really sluggish.
Yeah.
And you could see, like, in Partizan's case, I mean, for some reason we mentioned Partizan so much, but anyways, in Partizan's case, you can lose confidence in everything, in yourself, in the coaching staff, and in the system. So if Fenerbahce kept losing, who knows how it could have changed things. But now to see Shara's emotions after that win, you could say, hey, it's just Virtus game, 2-point game, tough one at home. It should have been easier. But probably that just, from the confidence level, from the team chemistry level, that month was huge. And this winning streak was huge just to get to feel better about yourself and what you can do together.
Exactly. And I've just heard it recently, like, you're not going to play well every time when you step on the court. And the huge thing is to win the games where you actually don't play well. And that's the most important part. Like, just try to grind it out. That's what Fener did this month. That should get them confidence. And now they're playing against the big guys. So let's see the real face of that team.
Another dramatic ending in a way higher scoring fashion, which was good to our eyes and hearts, because
it was not good.
In the middle of the fourth quarter, it was a 1-point game, 72-73, and in the last 5 minutes, both teams scored 34 points. So that was a relief after watching even this Botevgrad and Istanbul basketball.
I'm sad, man. As the leader of the Paris bandwagon, it's sad.
It's a tough month for Paris fans and Augustus.
And it's the 4th time they have lost a close game. They are managing to stay there. They can be winning by 15. Okay, but most of the time they're losing, but they still grind it out. They never give up. They fight. They play harder than everybody. It doesn't really help them defensively. I want them to be a bit more precise defensively. That should help them to win games, Because if you are patient against Paris on offense, you're going to get a good shot at the moment, unfortunately. So the fourth time they lost the game this season by 6 points or less. And those 5 6-point losses are actually like one possession, but they just foul and it balloons up to 5 6 points. So
the fourth time you say, right?
The fourth time. Yeah.
Okay.
The fourth time.
Out of 8 losses. Okay.
So their record could look a bit better. 7-6, even 6-7 would be nice. 5-8, I think.
6 and 7, you say, right?
Yeah, 6 and 7.
Okay.
I think it's a bit harsh.
And they were up by 7 to start the fourth quarter, actually. So it felt like the game was going their way. Lamar Stevens is back, Paris is feeling good. Nadir Hivi is back. I mean, they were missing him like crazy in this previous Olympiacos game to just help Justin Robinson. So it feels like, it's going their way. Dubai was missing a lot of players. It's not only Janan Musa, but Alexa Vramovic was not playing. Also, Kabengele was in an early foul trouble. He didn't play much. So Dwayne Bacon was out. It also felt like a right setup for another win for Paris.
And they were playing well, especially at the start. But just a little bit of execution, Can you say something to Nadir Hifi for missing that double step back that he takes 5 times each game? I could have a conversation with Hippie about his shot selection, especially in those late game situations.
The technical foul that he got. I hate that we didn't get a replay, but it looked like a flop. I don't know, unless somehow McKinley Wright touched him, but it just didn't feel right. So I don't know. And that was a very big moment for the momentum of the game.
Yeah, but yeah, just.
But you can't blame the guy. He just returned after some injury, and he helped his team. So it's not like he had some really bad game.
4 of 16 shooting. Just you gotta live with that. But by the way, what was that replay? I didn't think that was a totally conclusive to say that the ball went out of Paris players' hands, shoulder, the knee. That was a really weird angle to look at that play.
Which play are you talking about?
It's like 35 seconds left where Dubai got the ball. There was 3 players on the floor, and it was like a jump ball, but it was not in the end. And then Dubai got the ball after the replay. I thought it was not that conclusive, but the refs decided it went off, I think, of Derek Willis. Yeah. And basically that decided a lot in that matchup.
Yeah. The guy who decided a lot in that matchup was McKinley Wright. Man, he's a dog, really. Yeah. He has this body, he's aggressive. He always tries to drive into the paint. If he gets in, he sees his teammates. He's a solid passer, and he scored 16 points in the fourth quarter alone. In the second half, he had 20 points, and just in general, really, really solid game by McKinley Wright. He was decisive. Even that last play by Justin Robinson, when the game was tie, I think. First of all, McKinley Wright, before he scored for his team, and then defensively, this great deflection. He stole the ball and just got the foul call from Justin Robinson. Yeah. That was a really, really good play by McKinley Wright, but again, it comes from the effort, from just staying present, reading the situation, and making right plays. So I saw a lot of right plays by McKinley Wright this season. Yeah, his shooting is from beyond the arc is something he can improve, or he's not very consistent at. Although he's shooting at 39, which is good, but in some games he's really off. But as an undersized guard, he has good body, good motor to play defense. So as a EuroLeague debutant, to me, it's a very interesting player to watch.
Yeah, and Dubai remains one of the toughest places to win in the EuroLeague.
So nobody... No,
5-1.
5-1. Okay, that's solid.
5-1. Virtus is the only place where
stays undefeated at home, right?
5-0, yeah.